And I was fortunate enough to come out on the other side of that. And so when I came out on the other side of that, not that I didn't approach my life in the same way before, but it just made me appreciate life that much more. And so every day I'm chasing something different. Every day the way I operate is totally different. And it's not about the product for me as much as it is about the process. And what I mean about the process saved my life. Meaning the way I go about my life and the way I approach certain things, it saved my life. It wasn't because I was this talented kid. It wasn't because I was this privileged kid. It was because of the way that I approached the process and the things that I understood about what the process can produce in my life. And I'm going to give you an example. It's not so much about when I played the game of football, it wasn't about the stats for me. It was more about me taking pride in coming out down after down, quarter after quarter, and dominating my opponent and basically imposing my will on him to the point to where he looked at his coach and said, man, I don't want to go out and face him again. Because I know not only is he going to beat me, he's going to have fun with it, and he's going to bring it every single play, every single quarter. That's a different type of pride. But to give you the backstory of how I became the individual that I am, I carry two things with me everywhere that I go. And I'm talking about everywhere that I go. I carry a football with me, and I carry a bucket. And the backstory to the football is this. I got a good friend, a guy by the name of Eric Berry. He's in the NFL now. He went first round, 5th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the highest paid safeties in the NFL. Really talented kid. And so last year I went up to watch him play, and I get up to about 2 games a year, and I went up to watch him play, and they played against the Seattle Seahawks. He went out, he played lights out. After the game, he came over to me, and he had a football. And so he tossed me the football, and I caught the football, and as I was tossing it back to him, I said, man, what's that? He said, Ink, that's the game ball. I said, man, you keep that. He said, no, Ink, I'll get plenty more of those. He said, I want you to give that to your son. So I said, I appreciate it. And so I looked at the ball, and on it had the score 2024 Kansas City Chiefs. Had Be Legendary on there. And it had the Bible verse Jeremiah 29:11. The next week, they went out to play against the Oakland Raiders. It got late in the game. My guy, he went up, he filled the gap, and he hit a running back. And at the point of contact, when he hit the guy, I knew something wasn't right. I didn't know what it was, but I knew something wasn't right. And so he came, he was jogging off the field, he got over to the sideline, they started touching, feeling around the shoulder area. The next morning, he called me, he said, big bro, did you see the game? I said, yeah, I saw the game, but what I did notice, you didn't finish the game. What happened? He said, yeah, because when I hit that running back, it felt as if I knocked something loose in my shoulder, and I got over to the sideline, they started touching and feeling, and they couldn't find anything, and so they're taking me to the hospital in Kansas City. I said, call me after you come from the hospital. He called me after he came from the hospital. I said, what did they say? He said, man, Ink, they told me they found a mass in my chest the size of a softball.